Okay, well, we're sitting on the LT230. Um, I got the new bolt pattern drilled out in both of the sprockets. I didn't have them bored though. It seemed like when I took the old sprocket off that it wasn't the right one that went on the bike, and the shoulder it didn't have appear to have a shoulder for it to sit on. So you want to have a shoulder, that the sprocket kind of centers itself up before you tighten the bolts down, because then all the torque is on the bolts, and then it wouldn't run true. So, which is good. I have to turn a shoulder, but I'm probably just going to turn the hub itself to fit the sprockets, and but see, you can see here it doesn't go all the way up against. So I'm pretty happy with that, even though I got to do more work as far as having this hub machined, but it'll be right when it's done. I have the engine sitting in here with a jack under it. It's pretty much sitting in here the way it's going to have to be. I'm going to start out with making a mounts for the bottom right here. Generally how I do them is I'll measure from the frame right here where they're going to go up against. Of course, this needs super cleaned off so I can weld it. And I'll measure from there to the center of this hole, and I'll grind out those pieces of box tubing. The way it's looking to me, I'm probably going to about get 2 mounts out of this one piece. But what I usually do is I'll put a bolt through it. After I make the mounts, I'll put a bolt through it and tighten it down super tight, and then set the engine back in here, and line up my chain. Get my chain so that it's running pretty true on the sprockets, and I'll tack them in as good as I can with the engine sitting in here, and take the engine back out and finish weld them up, and then put the engine back in, put the bolt back in, and then I can start working on building in the rest of them. This one right here will need to be another welded in. As you can see, we got a lot of offset going on with the original mount, and we got a body mount right here that goes out. So, but it's a lot easier once you have one mount in and you have the chain running true. And the whole time you're working on it, you got to keep checking your chain to make sure it's running true. This engine is kind of cramped in here, but it's kind of laying over. There's just no way around it in order to have the sprocket, and the chain and everything having the right. Ideally, you want to have this as close as you can to this, but I can't get it back any further than what it is. This does spin right here. It's like some kind of plastic bushing. So if my chain does end up kind of running against it, this is replaceable. One of the things I'm kind of noticing is the carburetor fitment. Carburetor is not going to go on there with a conventional intake manifold, because it hits the frame and everything gets in the way. And I looked up on eBay and I found one that will bring it, put it right here, so it'll have room to work with the cable. And it's kind of a long intake manifold, but it kind of turns out right here to fit on. It's a little bit more money than what. A little bit more money for it. It's like $20, but it should make it so it fits in here good. The exhaust, I'm just kind of been placing this stuff up against. This right here is the original Suzuki exhaust system. There's, I don't know what's going on in there, but like half of it's missing. And it's pretty bad shape. It's pretty pitted. I don't know. I might end up using this front piece, but from what I'm looking at with this, it's going to be a complete custom exhaust. Pretty much just cut pieces off to get the, you know, the angles you need. Like this right here, I kind of might need this piece to go around some body mounts, and then cut it off and put. This is the muffler I plan on using. It's one of my homemade deals with the glass pack in it, but that pipe right there, I mean, I'll probably end up cutting out pieces and welding them together, but it's definitely going to be a complete custom exhaust system on it. So pretty much got to get that machine, and I can probably make them motor mounts. It's pretty safe bet I can measure that out, because even if I got to like move the engine back or forth, they're still going to be about the same distance away from that frame. When I get to the front mounts, this thing's kind of like a 300EX where it has little bolt ends, and the reason for them is so that you can remove them completely, so you have room to get the engine out. So I'll probably end up making new ones, kind of like I did on that Chinese bike with the 300EX engine. But those things get kind of easier once you at least have, you know, one mount in, and you just kind of work your way around. Trying to think if there's anything else that I was going to put in this video. Oh, sorry about yesterday with the, I had a video on the CDI box, so pretty much ended up with the wrong one, and the battery went dead, right, pretty much close to the end of it. I was wanting to talk about a little intake manifold thing I had laying there. And so, well, my videos just get, you know, cut off, and I'm not even telling you bye or anything, or thanks for watching or something, but this camera's kind of turning into a piece of crap. It'll like start flashing. I don't know if the batteries are going dead. It says they're good, but so, or sometimes I turn it on and, you know, have it on video, and it'll take a picture. So I didn't pay much for this camera, so you can probably tell within my videos there's not very good video quality, but it works. I don't think there's anything else I'm going to put into this video, so, well, thanks for watching.